There's a state of skin that I think we don't talk about enough in the skincare space. I'm not talking about a compromised barrier where your skin is red, raw, burning, stinging, taking weeks of barrier repair to get back on track. I'm talking about when your skin just feels a little off. Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about how to glow from the inside out. Tonight's routine is called Sensitive Skin Rescue, and that's exactly what I'm craving right now. My skin barrier is not damaged, it's not weak. My skin just feels slightly unhappy. I've been stressed out lately. I've been going a little bit too hard with my retinaldehyde and AHAs. The actives have been activated, right? I think I just need a little bit of a skin reset. That's what tonight's routine is all about. Soothing, calming, and getting my sensitive reactive skin back on track before it becomes weak and damaged. And it is summertime right now, so this is a much lighter routine than you might see from me in past videos. I'm keeping everything light for the season, but soothing for my reactive skin. If you're so ready for this routine, give the video a big thumbs up. And if this video helps you and your sensitive skin out, definitely hit subscribe and come join our skincare community if you want to see some more from me. All right, play my intro and let's jump into the routine. Starting with a double cleanse to remove my sunscreen and makeup. This is the Farmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. This is the fragrance-free version, and every product in tonight's routine is free of fragrance to cut down on any irritants. All the products are also free of drying forms of alcohol and any essential oils. After I emulsify the balm cleanser and rinse it off, I'm going in for my second cleanser, which is the Prequel Gleanser. Now, this is a really gentle glycerin-based cleanser. It has a very low foaming action, but it actually really hydrates your skin. And so this is a really good, gentle alternative to a milk or cream cleanser for hot summer months. This is the Make Prem Essence Toner, and I couldn't imagine a sensitive skincare routine without it. This is so hydrating for my skin, and when I get sensitive, my skin barrier definitely is feeling it, right? And it really does manifest in a lot of dehydration. That's not necessarily dryness, it is a lack of hydration in my skin, and along with, barrier strengthening, which is a part of any good skincare routine, especially, even just when your skin's a little bit unhappy, some barrier care really has its place, but really replenishing hydration is the very first step to making my skin feel comfortable again and bringing it relief. This is great for sensitive skin because it has a really minimal ingredients list. It really is just about hydrating your skin and not doing much else. And really, when your skin is feeling reactive, that's all you really want. And so when my skin is feeling this way, in this state, I do like to layer up the toner 2 to 3 times. This is a K-beauty method called the 7 skin method, and it's really just about layering up one product, usually a hydrating toner, multiple times on your skin, up to 7 times, but you don't need to do it 7 times. So I do it about 2 to 3. So this is my second layer, and you just see how easily and quickly this absorbs into my skin. There's really no body to this texture. It really is just very watery, no gel-like plumping consistency. So it's going to be suitable for all skin types. But again, it's a real hero if you are suffering with a lot of dehydration and very reactive skin. Now, a good way to cut down steps in your skincare routine would be to layer up that one toner multiple times on your skin until it feels relief, until it feels calmed and soothed. Like I said, I do 2 to 3 layers. I did 2 for tonight's routine. I am actually going to be using an additional essence step tonight. It's really not necessary for like sensitive skin rescue. I just personally really enjoy adding another toner or essence like product to layer in a little bit more hydration. And one of the best ways to achieve that, especially if you're going to use a separate product, is to find a different texture, complementary texture. So this is the Innisfree Green Tea Ceramide Milk Barrier Essence. This is actually great for sensitive skin because we've got green green tea in here, which is anti-inflammatory. It's very soothing as well as protective with antioxidants and just very supportive for skin health overall. And then there is ceramide content in here that really helps to strengthen up the skin barrier. And like I said earlier, that's what you really need to fight off that dehydration and that inflamed feeling in your skin. So this is what I call the toner sandwich method. The Make Prem toner that I just put on my skin, it's a very watery texture. It really doesn't have plumpness or body to it. It's purely watery hydration that absorbs deep down. Now, the green tea milk from Innisfree is a little bit thicker, a little bit more gel-like. It is not a creamy texture. Very hydrating, very, very plumping with just a kiss of moisture right at the top. So that little extra body and plumpness really hydrates the skin, plumps out the skin, and it actually helps to tuck in that Make Prem toner even deeper into my skin, fighting the transepidermal water loss. So I'm just doing one rather generous layer. I can't help it. I always pour out way too much toner and essence because I just want to bathe in these products, especially when my skin is feeling a little bit off. It just feels so good. I also just adore layering hydration in hot weather. It was actually about 90 degrees today, Fahrenheit. And then we had some storms as well, which just created so much humidity, heaviness, and stickiness in the air. And I don't want a lot of heavy layers. I don't want all those creamy essences, you know, the truly heavy, creamy ones that I tend to enjoy in the colder weather. My skin just cannot handle it right now. And I'm noticing that I'm a little bit more prone to congestion. So I'm keeping things a lot lighter. And this really fits the bill. There is such a soothing element to this when I put it on too. I don't know if it's because it's got so much hydration with just that kiss of moisture, which is perfect for my combo skin, or if it's really just the green tea, the anti-inflammatory content of the green tea, which honestly, like, cannot be overlooked. You know, green tea has an amazing soothing capability, and I think that's just what helps to calm down my slightly reactive skin tonight. This is the Avene Cicalfate Intensive Skin Restorative Serum. This is the hero of tonight's skincare routine. This is the product that brings the most relief to my reactive skin. So there's a hero ingredient in this product that goes under the inky name 4T-butyl cyclohexanol. This is an ingredient that I want you to remember. Avene actually markets this under the trade name of TRP Regulin. This ingredient is the secret sauce in this product. You can find it in a few other products. Most soothing ingredients work by calming down the skin through antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. They coat the skin and they soothe it passively by sitting on top of the skin. Now, 4T-butyl cyclohexanol works differently. It works by intercepting the irritation signal at the nerve receptor level. So before that stinging and burning sensation can actually travel to your brain, this ingredient steps in and stops that sensation in its tracks by telling the skin to calm down. So clinically, this ingredient has been shown to stop that irritation and that burning on the skin within minutes. Minutes, right on application, not days. We're talking about instant relief. And with continued use, it can help to restore a weakened skin barrier. So this has a really nice, light, refreshing gel texture, as you can see. So this is also a really great serum for a majority of skin types. So many soothing, barrier restorative products rely on emollients and lipids to really restore the skin barrier. This one is different. It is based in panthenol as well as Avene's signature thermal water, and it just has the best texture for this season. So it's a really nice light way to bring relief to the skin, and that's really what drew me into this product, was the instant relief that it brings my skin, just that sensation. It really does work right on contact. And I do, you know, for my ingredient nerds out there, I do want to just have a little bit of a nod to an older product that is a favorite of mine, the neon modulating glucosides. It actually uses this same ingredient. Learn it, love it. This ingredient needs to be better known for sensitive folks. This is Dr. Idriss, the Depuffer Roll-On Serum. I'm actually going to be using this as my eye serum for tonight. My allergies have been flaring up quite a bit in this early summertime, and it makes my eyes so uncomfortable They are so irritated. The skin feels so delicate and sensitive. The tops of my lids are actually just very minorly puffy. I can see it right at the lash line, a little bit puffy and red. And just the tops of my lids feel just the skin feels raw. Do you know that sensation? I hate it so much. This brings so much relief. It's so good. So it's got this gel-like texture that's very hydrating, a little bit plumping, and then the roller ball. This is designed to depuff any area really on the skin. The hero ingredient in here includes arnica extract, which really takes down that puffiness. It's actually great for bruising as well. There's centella in here for anti-inflammatory, soothing, and then some niacinamide as well to reduce redness. I will also tell you, it is amazing when your eyes feel raw and stinging and red and puffy from crying. Don't ask me how I know. Just thank me later after an emotional night. I promise you this will help. Just a side note too, if you have very reactive skin like I do, if you get any kind of bug bites and you know your skin just swells up, like, why is it so dramatic? I don't know, but this works so good on mosquito bites, bug bites. It takes the swelling and the redness down so quickly, plus takes down some of that stinging, burning sensation from the bite as well. So again, ask me how I know. I know. Thank me later. Next up, the barrier care step. This is Stratia Lipid Gold, and I'm going to be combining that with the Ordinary Rosehip Oil. Now, longtime viewers know I've been using this product from Stratia since 2018. Now, 2018 was an important year for me. It's actually when I started posting skincare content here on YouTube, but it's also when I massively damaged my skin barrier, like so bad I call it a broken skin barrier. It was pretty dramatic. It was pretty traumatic, and it was a long process to healing. And that's really what got me so passionate about barrier care, about ceramides, about cholesterol, about fatty acids, about dehydrated skin, about keeping your skin healthy and strong first and foremost before addressing any other skincare problems, right? Because it's lived experience, and I never want that to happen again. Why this product works so well, it is the combination of the ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, the 3 essential lipids that make up your skin barrier, that are depleted when your skin barrier is weak or damaged, or even slightly depleted when your skin is kind of reactive, right? You know, it healed my broken barrier, but I've also kept it in my skincare routine because, like I said, I never want to go back. Because my skin is sensitive and can lean towards being reactive, it's very helpful in those situations. But I gotta be real with you, it's a little bit of a safety blanket for me as well. So on summer nights, I tend to keep it in my skincare routine to keep my barrier strong. In the summer mornings, I usually will skip out on it depending on how my skin is feeling. Now, when my skin's feeling a little bit reactive like it is now, don't be surprised to find this in my morning routine. I will slot it in when necessary. Now, I do mix in 2 drops of facial oil, and I do cycle out the type of oil depending on the season. So for summer, a lighter option that I enjoy is rosehip oil. It also has a really good fatty acid profile, particularly high in linoleic acid. This is the Innisfree Green Tea Ceramide Cream. Now, this is the same moisturizer in the line as the Barrier Essence that I used from Innisfree earlier in tonight's routine. So we have a lot of the similar ingredient profile here with the anti-inflammatory green tea, as well as multiple forms of ceramides. We've got cholesterol fatty acids, which we know is good for the skin barrier, which we know is good for healthy, strong, non-reactive skin. And so this is actually a very soothing cream. I really enjoy it, but it's also a protective, occlusive, balmy texture that's light. Those words don't seem to go together, and yet that's exactly how I would describe this moisturizer. It's perfect for summer nights. It has a little bit of a more velvety finish to it as well, which I really enjoy. It's not sticky. It's not like so like glass skin that like your hair is going to stick to your face and like stick to your pillow when you're going to sleep. So I just really like that it's non-sticky, not wet, not heavy, not greasy, not super buttery, rich, and oily. It's just refreshing but protective. So tonight I'm going to use a sleeping pack. We want something occlusive to protect the skin to fight that dehydration, because dehydration is going to keep your skin from getting back on track. I recently picked up a new product when I was at Sephora, and I have a little bit of a story to tell you about this one. It's the Laneige Cica Sleeping Mask. Now, long-time viewers, like way back, will know that I actually used this product back in 2019. This has been reformulated. I didn't know. I just found out. So I was walking around Sephora and I was looking at Laneige, And I saw this and I was like, what's this? And it said Cica Sleeping Mask. I was like, did they reformulate this? Because I used it, like I said, back in 2019. I liked it, and then I realized it was irritating my skin. Because why in the world did they do this? They included 2 essential oils, tea tree oil and palmarosa oil, in that original formula. And that was right around the time that I was starting to run into a lot of skin irritation due to essential oils being added into skincare products. And this is why to this day I talk about fragrance-free products, which I mentioned earlier, all these products are, and essential oil-free products, because that distinction matters. Some people are just worried about artificial fragrance, right? But if you are sensitive to fragrance, you need to watch out for these essential oils too, because they are fragrance. Just because they're natural, just because they come from a plant, doesn't make them any less potentially irritating than the fragrance that is artificial or made in a lab. They all share commonalities, which is potentially irritating compounds found in fragrance. I, swore off that product forever. And then I found out that they reformulated this. And I was so pleasantly surprised to turn that box around and look at that ingredients list. And there's no essential oils. There's no artificial fragrance. There's no drying forms of alcohol. There's no fragrant compounds. Go figure. Laneige, you did it. So I bought the product. I've been using it now for a little bit more than a month, and I am loving it. First of all, this texture is so different. It is more of a balm-like texture. So this cream, it's packed in real tight, and it is just, you can see, it's like when you put a lip gloss. It's that kind of feeling. It's not like a super scoopable cream. You could scoop this, but it's more balmy. And it is more occlusive, more protective in a nice thin emollient layer. So it's not a fluffy cream. It's not really dense and heavy and like puffy, right? It's just a thin layer of protection, but it is very rich and moisturizing. So this has centella in it, obviously, the biologically active compounds of centella, which I think really do provide superior soothing and anti-inflammatory properties than just the centella extract alone. There's ectoin in here, which is actually an amazing ingredient for dehydrated skin. And we have allantoin and panthenol, both really amazing at soothing the skin and strengthening the skin barrier. So I just apply this in a thin layer. I personally use it right over the moisturizer. You could use it in place of a moisturizer if you really wanted to, but this is all about creating another layer of protection for me. So I do layer it right on top, and it is so soothing. I went from a product that I avoided like the plague, right? And now I'm kind of like slowly but surely falling in love with this new version. Like, go figure, sometimes a reformulation can actually improve a product. So this is my routine to rescue sensitive, reactive skin. Using this exact routine, I got my skin back on track from feeling a little bit unhappy back to feeling in a balanced and a strong state in just about 2 days. If your skin is weak or damaged, this routine probably isn't quite right for you. You need some different products and different strategies. And so I've got you covered in some older content. I recently published a budget barrier repair routine, 2 different budgets to repair your barrier, and I'm going to link that in the pinned comment below. So what does your SOS sensitive skin rescue routine look like? Do you use some of these products or something completely different? Let us all know in the comments below. If this video helped you out with tips, strategies, product reviews for your sensitive skin, definitely hit subscribe and come join our skincare community, especially if you also love fragrance-free skincare reviews, well-aging K-beauty products. That's what my channel is all about. I love you so, so much. I am so grateful for you, every single one of you that is here today. I just want to encourage you to keep shining your bright, beautiful, glowing individual light. Shine that out into the world. We need you. I love you, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video. Bye.